All right. Hello and welcome to the Flying Auditor channel. Oh, this is about the third time I've tried it with this new platform I'm utilizing called StreamYard. Living out in the country, we just don't have that good quality internet. Oh well, we'll make do with what we got, guys. This video that I'm going to be placing on here is an expose by Mike Nelson from the YouTube channel at Blind Justice. Mike is being denied his choice of location and services for his combat injuries and his requirements for mental health through the West Florida VA system, clinics, centers, and what have you. I'm a veteran, been in the VA system for over 30 plus years, and I've always had a choice of where I get services. There is a conversation that has been recorded by Mike, and Mike has to record everything he does because of his TBI issues and memory loss. He can't remember anything past a month. So these are something that preserves his memory and also protects him, because there's some less than scrupulous people at and in the VA centers in Western Florida. And that's been pretty well proven by the lack of accountability for the egregious actions that have been taken against Mike by employees of the VA centers. So this is a combat vet has been denied medical services by Pensacola VA director by the name of McQueen. He's a PhD or an MD, doesn't really matter to me. He's earned his title, but he sure as hell hadn't done anything else by virtue of what I'm hearing. Just absolutely ridiculous. And then, Mr. McQueen, if you're hearing this, I don't know you, but I can guarantee you what, you did not look into the problems that Mike has encountered. He's concerned about his safety, and obviously you don't give a shit. So prepare yourselves for the ongoing video forthcoming. I'll be correcting some problems and some mistakes I've made in what I've articulated. Here we go. We're going to move forward. Welcome to the Blind Justice YouTube channel. This is a combat vet who has had multiple violations of his civil liberties perpetrated on him by federal and county authorities. What I'm going to be covering today is the Florida Bay County Area Vet Center. I will be providing a video shortly, an audio transcription of a conversation between Mr. Nelson and a guy by the name of Dr. McQueen out of the Panama City Vet Clinic. Let me correct that. Not Panama City, but Pensacola, Florida Vet Center. Frankly, the man's service is being denied by the Veterans Administration through these guys. So this is, as you can see right here, VA counselor steals from a blind vet. This is one of many egregious acts that have been perpetrated on this veteran, and I have found the Panama City Vet Clinic is even worse. And I'll be putting. Now let me stop there. Panama City, actually, the vet center has had complaints, and if you look at and Google Panama City Vet Center, you'll see in 2021 that there's been a boatload of vets protesting at this center. A lot of PTSD veterans, combat vets from Vietnam and what have you, are protesting. Evidently, this clinic, the center, is ignoring their needs, and I'm finding that pretty common throughout Florida, especially up in the Panhandle. Getting that in here shortly. So here you go. Stand by for more. This icon is taken off of Blind Justice's website, YouTube channel. The gal depicted here is a counselor by the name of September Sims. This lady, and you'll see immediately following this graphic, her stealing Mike's prosthetic eyes. Moving on.
Khaki slips and what flip-flops? Thanks. you just grab my equipment?
This is
I am
no,
the
the
law
facts.
enforcement officer,
The facts
and
are
I am
important.
doing my job.
Hold
I
on,
need
let's
you
get the
to
facts
allow
straight. Let's get the facts straight.
No.
Let's get the facts straight.
No.
Now, this little graphic is from Mike's website or YouTube channel that she confessed to the Leos that she did, in fact, take his prosthetic eyes. And I find this absolutely egregious. And to have a Leo treat a veteran with such disdain, that female Leo that you saw has got her head so buried up her backside that she is absolutely ignorant. She probably never served a day in her life and doesn't understand anything about a veteran. And the way she speaks to Mike, and you can look on his YouTube channel, how she continues on with her stupidity. And again, this Leo was, I don't know if she was disciplined because of this. You do not treat combat vets who've served valiantly, honorably, and have lost a lot of their capabilities in terms of vision, memory, because they've done something in service of our nation. And this Leo and other Leos absolutely have their heads buried up their backsides. Moving on. Give you a little context here. This is a picture of Mike Nelson. Bryan Gray is, I believe, the director of the Bay County Vet Center who was running for some position. And this gentleman, this guy Gray, refused service to Mike, claiming he wasn't a vet. And there's videos on Blind Justice's channel to substantiate that comment. So give you a little context of this picture. That previous graphic, again, if you go to Blind Justice's YouTube channel, and you'll see all the information and all the video that's been taken of this guy named Gray. This guy's gotten too much time, but he lost his bid for a counselor or whatever the hell he was running for in this little town he was part of. This guy Gray makes a pretty decent income for a federal employee, for a vet center employee. However, this guy Gray, as you'll see through some of the videos if you review them, absolutely denies Mike service, and even goes as far as, and this is in a video, you can hear it for yourself, screams out that Mike Nelson at Blind Justice is stolen valor. He's faking being a vet, which to me, Gray should have been removed, as Sims should have been removed. And that's the problem with the VA. They do not hold these people accountable to anything. This is an ADA violation of what's going on here, folks. American with Disabilities Act. And I formally filed a complaint through the OIG or wherever I filed it, and I've heard nothing. So that's telling me the VA doesn't give a shit about a veteran, and they are not doing anything to correct these actions of these employees as far as how they've treated and handled Mike Nelson's needs. This screenshot you see here is a text sequence between Joseph Dudley, who is one of the kahunas at the VA for whatever region they're part of up in West Florida. And basically, as you see on the third bubble, Mike's asking what vet center can he get his services? And Dudley replies, "That is your choice." And then he gives a location where, and then Mike goes as far as questioning, are the two parties, Sims and Gray. Sims absolutely stole prosthetic eyes from Mike, and Gray body checked, physically assaulted Mike as he was walking. So there's some context there. That's all proven by video. There's no question that these events occurred. Yet the VA is ignoring these egregious acts against a combat vet who served and lost a lot of his sight, his mind, in terms of memory, for our country and for our service. I'm just pissed about what's going on. But here's this little sequence. What you're seeing here is a text sequence between Mike and Dudley. Dudley is one of the big kahunas in the Florida. I'm going to move it forward a little bit because I've already explained to this. Now, what you're going to see is the salaries of Gray and what have you. You can stop and look at it. All right, here's the Google reviews of the Bay County Vet Center out in Florida. As you can see, I think there's about 20 reviews as it says up here. It's a 2.9 rating. After Blind Justice's video went out, quite a few reviews came out about the egregious behavior of September Sims and Bryan Gray, the director, or whatever his title is. But as you can see, you can go to Google reviews and review these yourself. This is supposed to be an organization that's supposed to help veterans, especially disabled ones, and most notably a blind veteran, in which September Sims took without permission, assistive device for his eyes, prosthetic devices for Mike Nelson's eyes. She just walked. Now, before we get into this following scene, what you're going to hear is a transcription, an AI generated transcription of a conversation between Mike Nelson at Blind Justice and this director McQueen, who is the director out of the Pensacola. And I just noticed there's a misspelling there. Yep, guys, fat fingers. I misspelled Pensacola. Yep, I did it. Absolutely. I admit it. Hey, fourth time around, I didn't correct it. So sue me. But in any event, McQueen makes a really stupid comment in the beginning. If McQueen had done his homework and truly understood the extent of Mike's memory loss and the fact that Mike is blind, and because of his memory loss, he has to record everything. And I'll be putting something in the description that outlines. It's from a media release that Mike has prepared. It's a 4-page document that goes all the way back when he lived in North Carolina. This combat vet has been treated badly by a lot of people. And he's blind. So this is an ADA deal. This is the American with Disabilities Act issue. And for a medical doctor, if that's what this doctor is, he could be a PhD, regardless of his nomenclature, doctor, MD, PhD, doesn't matter to me. The guy basically is ignoring everything that Mike is stating to him. He's using the word, and I'm going to reiterate now before we go into the audio transcription. This guy McQueen uses the words. It's been recommended. As we all know, recommendations are just that. You don't have to abide by them. I've been part of this system, the VA system, for many years, and I have a choice as every veteran in the United States of where, number one, where they get their service, and two, well, let's just put it number one. Number one, where they obtain their services. Nobody, no director can mandate where you receive service. Most specifically, if you have been physically violated, you've been assaulted, as Bryan Gray did to this veteran, and also having your eyes, your prosthetic devices stolen from your person by a vet center employee. That's not safe. So Mike absolutely has its choice of where he wants to go. And this doctor ignores it despite the fact that in the text messages between Mike and Dudley, everybody's supervisor, Dudley states, you can go wherever you want to go. It's your choice. Yet this guy McQueen is telling him no. So either number one, McQueen or Dudley told McQueen a whole different story, or two, McQueen's making this stuff up. I don't know, but that's the only obvious choices I can have. Moving forward, listen to the following.
This call is now being recorded.
What?
I'm asking to Mr. Mike Nelson, please.
Yeah, this is he.
Mr. Nelson, this is Scotty Hagan at the Pensacola Vet Center.
Hey, what's up, Scotty?
Everything's good. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, I'm here with the Vet Center Director, Dr. McQueen.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Oh, all right. I wanted to double check something real quick because when we called, the call indicated you were recording. Is that true?
I hope so.
You hope so? Okay. Yeah, it just indicated that. I wanted to let you know I understand that you're doing that. I don't give my consent for that. If you choose to do that, I would just ask that you not share it on social media. You understand?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. All right. We were just calling to follow up with you. Scotty asked, we spoke together about your request for services and your interest, and we were just following up with you.
All right.
Okay. One of the things that you had asked, I believe you had asked Scotty to check with Joe Dudley. Do you recall that conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You had asked him to check in with Mr. Dudley, and we did have a conversation with Mr. Dudley about the discussions you've had with him and sort of the context of that. He had a lot to say. It sounds like y'all have had a fair bit of discussion. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let me stop it right here. Let me just tell you this transcription was done by AI through this website you see in the upper right-hand corner.
Looking to see what we could offer to you. Mr. Dudley indicated that the recommendation had been for you to receive services there at the VA clinic.
What clinic?
The VA outpatient clinic.
Bay County.
In Bay County there. They're close to your home, I believe.
How did he? Are you saying he's passing that recommendation through you, or is he saying that he recommended it to me directly?
He had said that that was the recommendation that had been made to you there. I'm not understanding what you're saying. Okay.
I
guess you had asked us to consult with him about your care, about what y'all had discussed. We did. He shared that the recommendation there was for you to go to the VA clinic, the VA outpatient clinic, given the range of services that are available there.
You say the recommendation there. Recommendation where?
He recommended to you to go to the VA outpatient clinic to get your care at the VA outpatient clinic because of the range of services available at the VA clinic, the VA outpatient clinic in Bay County.
If I can, maybe. I think the concern was us being able to meet your needs, because what we offer here, and they would be better able to meet your needs there.
Okay. Sir, did Dudley tell you he recommended that to me previously, or is this recommendation being relayed now?
That's my understanding, is that was the recommendation for your care. I don't know if he delivered that or if the staff at the vet center there in Bay County did.
Okay. This is the first I'm hearing about it. Last communication I had with Dudley was prior to contacting you guys and talking to Scotty, and Dudley said via text message that I was eligible to receive care through any of the vet centers.
Okay. All right.
And that's via text. I mean, that's
okay.
Written down. And
yeah, I gotcha.
That's the last recommendation I got from Dudley. I haven't heard anything else since then from anybody else. And
yeah, his recommendation that he gave to us was to get services there at the clinic, and that would be our recommendation as well. Would be to seek services there.
Okay.
Keep in mind, this is what Dudley said. This is your choice.
So if I want to pursue services with you guys, what is your response to that?
The response is we feel like you should go to the VA clinic that can provide a full array of services to you.
So is that denial? Are you denying me services?
I'm not denying you services. I'm telling you that the recommendation is that you seek service.
He says he's not, but he actually is. He's dictating to Mike where he will be seen, and he's making that very clear. He's not ambiguous about it. It's amazing. This man is telling this man Mike where he is to receive services under the guise of, oh, we don't have all the services necessary for Mike at our location, which is a crock. It's absolutely BS. That vet center has the services Mike needs, and the locality of where Mike obtains his services are irrelevant. Mike is not safe at that base county vet center, and this Dr. McQueen is absolutely ignoring it.
Services at the VA clinic.
Okay. If you're not denying the services, then let's move forward with getting services through you guys.
Sir, the recommendation is for you to receive services at the VA clinic, which has a full array available to you.
Yeah, I understand that's the recommendation, and I've taken that under advisement. I still want to pursue services through the vet center.
Okay, then I would recommend you see the vet center that's in your community.
Why is that?
Because you're closer to them and they can communicate. They're aware of local resources to connect you with.
They have counselors there on staff who've assaulted me and stolen my property. So
okay.
It's not a safe environment for me to get services because they're still there employed in the same positions.
Okay. Again, our recommendation is if that's not the thing if you're not comfortable there, then I would recommend the clinic.
So you are denying the services from your guys' vet center?
I'm not denying you. I'm telling that's what the recommendation is based on the feedback from Mr. Dudley that we received.
But you're saying you're not denying me, but at the same time denying me. Because if you're saying you're not denying me, then what services can the vet center, your vet center, provide me? And if it's none, then that's a denial. I mean, it's English, man. It's not rocket surgery.
Well, I'm just following the guidance that was provided to me by our district director.
I understand. So to be clear, you are denying me services at the vet center.
I don't think I would say I'm denying. I'm not denying you services. The point is that I'm recommending to you and saying that there is an array of services available at the VA clinic that will meet your needs.
What needs? Your
care needs. They're a full medical clinic with mental health care, emergency services, the whole range of care.
Right. Why does the vet center exist then? If the vet clinics can meet all the needs of all the veterans, then why does the vet center exist?
Yeah, we're not in a position to see every veteran in the country.
What a lame excuse. What a lame comment. And this is from a guy supposedly educated. That has got to be the most stupid comment I've ever heard anybody make. If a veteran shows up at your door, McQueen, you are required to service them. End of discussion.
We're a small center and don't have the range of services available to cover everything that's out there.
Right. And we've already established that I'm qualified to receive services from the vet center. So that's the services that I'm wanting to receive. The vet center has services that the vet clinic does not have.
Yes, and generally we won't see veterans who are not.
Do you hear this? We won't see veterans who are not local. So in essence, he's going to deny, this McQueen character is going to deny any qualified veteran that's part of the VA that walks in that vet center. He's going to deny their service.
Local. the processes to see someone in the local center. If that's not available to you, if that's a problem given interactions you've had with the vet center there, again, I believe that my understanding is that's the reason that one of the reasons at least that the local clinic was offered as a suggestion for you to research services.
It's not interactions that I've had. It's vet center staff assaulted me and stole my property.
I have not had a hand in that, or I don't know.
What a ridiculous statement. I haven't had a hand in that. I don't know about that. Oh, McQueen, if you haven't done your research and look at the egregious attacks on Mike Nelson, then you need to give up your job, guy.
About that, I just know the recommendations that have been made for your care.
Okay, so if I want to schedule counseling with you guys, who do I do that with? Is it Scotty?
No, that's not an option for you right now. The recommendation is for you to go to the
That's not an option. That's a denial of service. End of story.
VA clinic.
This man cannot dictate where Mike Nelson goes for his service because he doesn't feel safe. I hope you enjoyed this this video, gang. This just really annoys me of what's happening to Mike Nelson at Blind Justice. Go to his YouTube channel, subscribe.